Ed and Will are up for it, then I think we should try it.
I would kill to do line changes.
Do a smaller season, do 10-minute periods or something.
Oh, that would be incredible. Incredible. Yeah. I love the line changes because that puts the whole, you've got to worry about when you change lines. And I mean, yeah, because man, I've gotten killed on some line changes. Big time. Big time. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this party started. It's 8 p.m. and you all know what time it is. It's time for Digital Chicklets. Tonight we have, tonight we have the grand poopah himself, Ultramagnus, coming to us live from Niagara Falls, Canada. Ultra, welcome. Glad to finally have you. I didn't want to have you on the first one because I wanted to make sure that I knew what the fuck I was doing before I would come out and embarrass you. So,
well, anybody who wants to have me, they're more than happy, but just wear protection.
That's what my last girlfriend said. So, there you go. Well, tell me, Ultra, I've got one question before we get started. What inspired you to start this whole thing?
So, I was starting...
Chlamydia, right?
Come again?
Chlamydia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little dash of crabs on top of it, too.
There you go.
So I was modding games for a few years, and then I started on 94. Not the game, just on the website, 94.com.
Uh-huh.
And I just started modding games, and then 95 was always my favorite game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started just seeing King Raph, what he was doing, some of the other guys, what they were doing. And then once he did the expansion to 34 teams,
mm-hmm.
I just basically took over from there. So now it's basically like I started creating stuff. And then I think it was Segathon. He reached out to me. He had a buddy of his that had passed away. And they were having a Segathon tournament coming up. So he asked me, he said, can you do me a ROM and see if he's able to kind of use it in his Segathon tournament?
Wow.
So they did, and then from there we started talking a little bit more, and then he and King Raph started to see if they could start doing the league online, but they weren't sure how to do it, or it wasn't working with RetroArch. And then from there, we figured it out and started working. Aftershock got involved, and from there it's present date.
Wow. Well, Aftershock. Well, that's not a name I haven't heard that name in a long time. Aftershock. He's
Aftershock us all.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that helped me get RA all fixed. Because man, I just couldn't figure it. I had no clue. Because when I came into it, I was just like, it's so cool that there's so many people that like to play this game. But oh my God, how do you connect 1994 technology with today? And he was the perfect conduit for me. So, yeah.
So basically, from there, I've modded other games. I did the NFL Primetime, World Series Baseball, Techno Bowl, and then NBA Live was another one I did.
Oh, I love NBA Live. NBA Live.
From there, basically, I just started focusing on the NHL games, and then I created the database, and now I've started doing basically everything from 1909 to present day.
Well, having been one that has seen, I think, the 1910 season, that one, and I actually play it, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, anybody out there that has not seen some of these vintage, the old players, you won't recognize a fucking name on it. But, man, what a smooth game. Incredible game. So,
and all the players do not have helmets.
Yeah, exactly. And the goalies are suspect. And they never squat. They're always standing up. Suspect is a good word.
Choice word.
Yes, indeed. So, well, all right, we know you as the Mavericks in the W, and as who are you in the Q? I'm old, can't remember. Barrow, that's correct. And now in Vintage, who are you?
Fuck, I haven't played that in a while. I think I'm the Newark Nighthawks.
Newark Nighthawks, okay. Because I'll be coming in as the Appalachian Ice Holes this year. So we'll suck.
You want your center ice to be second time's ice hole in the middle?
Ice hole in the middle, exactly. Actually, that would be kind of cool.
Ice hole, too.
Yeah. You can't beat the ice holes. I mean, that's, the world's made up of ice holes. So, here you go. So, Well, as you know, this pod is really going after everything that's not the W. We will not.
Hi, Ellis.
Hey, Ellis. Caden, how are you, buddy? Can't wait to have you next week, man.
I don't know if that is a girl waving or going, hi.
Yeah, I thought she was giving us the finger. Yeah, it's like, so we're trying to focus on all the side stuff. Like, I want to get into auto goalie tournaments, the Q, the vintage, and I can't wait for the retro NHL, man. That's the one that isn't that what you're going to call it? That's, you keep the same team from the beginning of fucking time. I can't wait for that.
So that's basically, if any team that this bans or moves, you take over that team.
Yeah, see, that's just that's going to be incredible. So, but anyway, as we all know, we are knee deep in the playoffs on both sides. What have we got? We've already got Will winning the shitty. Have we? Is that if I'm not mistaken, didn't he win the shitty? And I stand by my whole thing. I think in 5 more seasons, he's going to be as good as Sean Bell. He's going to beat his dad in season 4, and then he'll be that good.
No.
Yeah.
I'll beat Sean before Will does.
Well, I'm not saying he'll beat him. I'll say he'll be there. See, if you beat Sean, then Will will beat you, right?
You know the funny thing is, everybody keeps saying this. I say Sean Bell's easy to beat. Sean knows it. I've shown him that I know it, and nobody else believes it.
Well,
Sean, if you ever get on this, you can tell people. You wet your pants when you play me.
I wet my pants when I pay basically anybody. But I will have to say,
and the pants are for.
That's exactly right. It depends on your age, and I need them. I won 4 of my last 10 games going out in the W. So I'm starting to see, because I've never gone in with a strategy ever before. It was always just like, try to, what do you say? I'm just trying to survive. And I think it was Red that told me, you got to have a strategy, man. You got to go in with some kind of a plan. And I'm starting to work some of those, and not saying that I'll do anything, but it was nice to get some wins.
So the big thing I've noticed, I agree with Red. You have to have a strategy. But you also have to have a strategy for each person you play.
Yeah.
And I've noticed I tried to stay with the same strategy against everybody. It doesn't work against everybody.
Yeah.
I know that, and people will say this, and some people won't. If there is one thing I lead the league in, nobody else can compare with me, is back checking. I come back and I fuck people up.
Yeah. Well, and I'm the opposite of that. I come back and just miss check after check and get myself in a bad defensive position. So I've been actually trying to focus more on the forechecking, trying to get because Sean just kills you. I mean, he is a ferocious forechecker, just never stops.
So I'm going to say this once again.
Okay, hit record, everybody. Hit record. Breaking news.
You have to match Sean's intensity. If you want to start doing your own little thing, it's not going to work. Whatever Sean does, you do.
Really?
That's how you beat him.
Yeah. I scored on it. I scored on him this season. I've scored. And I felt like to me that was a win. So really I was really 52 and 16. So there you go, exactly. Well, about the playoffs this year, what are you thinking of them so far in the Q? I know we've still got a little bit to go there. What we got? We got Caden or who is it? Halifax has to play Troy Hill. So that's gonna be epic.
That one there, I just think that Red's found his groove. He's gonna take down Puss. Then he's gonna take down Caden, and then he's gonna play whoever's in the finals.
Blawnox. So it would be all.
Get your beer, get your Coors. Make sure you drink it before the game and not afterwards.
Yeah. It's Busch Light for all. If those two play each other, I'll be drinking Busch Light that night. That's how.
You need to just drink Busch.
Yeah.
You got the late part. You got to start getting a little heavier.
But yeah, I think.
My season was shit in the queue. My team is in the full rebuild.
Man, I thought I was going to come out with Gilmore and Robitaille and actually do something. They just couldn't. I couldn't figure out because Robitaille can't win a face-off to save his fucking life. I mean, he's better off trying to hit it with his dick than he is anything else. So
I figured it out with how I play with Byro in the queue. Bobby Smith, the way he plays center, is I'm trying to replicate it to some degree in the W. Because Bobby Smith is not fast, but I figured it out. If you got fast wings, they take off your center.
And your center's lagging back for that slot shot. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm working on that.
Yeah, so I put Robitaille on the wing and left Gilmore in the center. I just have a hard time with that other wing, seeing who I've gone all through Hunter. I've gone through Pelly Eklund. Fuck, I've used Gerard Gallant for my God. So.
You need to replace them.
Yes, I do. And somebody's going to be coming up in the draft, in the 89 draft. There's got to be somebody out there because I'm set with Luongo.
I'm so grateful that I actually got a top deck this year because my team is depleted of fucking talent.
Yeah. So, well, I can't say enough how much the Q has helped me in the W because it's just, I seem to play it more because everybody's, the Q people are always around. So you can always get games. And it's always seemed like that's helped me more with the W than it has with the Q, because the Q man is the competition level is just off the fucking charts.
And I've said this on other pods. I've said this on chat. I said that Q's going to overtake the W shortly. It's not far behind it. You know what the funny thing is? We started the Q a year after we started the W. We're at the same
season-wise. Yeah.
We're both at season 10 moving forward. So
yeah.
The Q's going to pass it. And based on my calendar, the Q will, at the end of this year, the Q will be at season 13. The W will be at season 12.
For real. Wow. So in probably 2 more years, we'll be passing them in like 2021.
Yeah.
That's too wild. Well, tell me this. Come on in, Zach. Say hello to everybody. Come in, say hi. This is my youngest, Zach. Zach, this is Ultramagnus. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You just getting done playing? He's a big VR guy, so he's all about the virtual reality world. And Caden says hello, too. He's a big Star Wars fan. Ain't that good? That's awesome, isn't it? You want to stand back there and do this for me? No? Okay. Cool. That's my youngest. So with the playoffs going in the W, and I do want to touch on the W side, how do you think that's gone this year?
I think now, ever since we started with the draft, how everything's like, some people have taken stuff off my plate.
Yep.
So it's been moving very well.
Yep, I agree.
I think the timelines help people to finally realize, like,
got to get it done.
What's going to happen?
Yep. Yeah, because I know in the Q draft I'm at 8:30 Friday morning, and I'm ready to put it in as soon as I see whoever's the first pick. And I guess that'll probably be Will, maybe. No, who?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whoever, and I'm hoping that he'll take somebody like John Anderson. But then
Will's going to be first in the W.
Oh, he'll be the W. He's going to be the Q. What's that? That's going to be. We won't even know that, will we?
Nope.
Wow.
We don't know yet.
All right. So, all right. Well,
the QSA is another week out.
Yeah. All right.
Friday nights
is the W draft. See, I'm getting them all mixed up. I just know I have a draft to do.
The next Friday
will be the Q draft. Will be the Q draft.
We'll probably do it live with most of the guys.
Excellent.
Sutton, I don't know how he pulled it off. He got a room that has a board meeting room.
He had that last year. And that's the same place when I was going to go up with Jimmy. That's where I had wanted to book, and then Patty informed me that we weren't in a financial position to do it this year. But next year, that's the one I'm wanting, so I can get everybody to come in there and stay and have a good night before we go in. So.
No, Red was mentioning he likes shots, so this is coming with me.
Oh, the 1800, good stuff. Got it out on my refrigerator outside. Oh, it's empty. Yeah, that's the.
I got my new bottle over there.
That's the best way to have 1800 empty. Yes. So, indeed. All right. Well, who is your biggest surprise of the playoffs from the Q and the W? Who's the biggest surprise?
Q, I would actually say it's Nips.
Really?
The only reason why I'm saying that is because he's always out normally in the first or second round. The fact that he's in the finals now.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not to say that like Sean not being in the queue has helped, but it's allowed everybody to kind of have somebody else to have a run at it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
The W, LHX, man, he was on the cusp again.
Yeah.
And he's just my surprise every season. The guy just is a magician.
Well,
Segathon is a prick.
But he had the mullet that one year, man. He had the mullet.
The Minnesota mullet.
The Minnesota mullet, man. That's awesome. No, LHX. Go ahead.
I wish I had played LHX instead of Nate, because me and LHX have had great series. And it's not saying that I don't take anything away from Nate. All our games were 1-goal games. And the guy couldn't really do much against me in the last 3 games, except that last goal. Yeah. Korea killed me on breakaways.
Yeah. Well, LHX is not only a great 95 player, good dude. Just a fucking good dude, man. Every time I talk to him, I'm just like, plus he's a baseball fan. So, hey, that's cool. So, and I didn't know he lived.
LHX, I think he's a top 3 player in our league.
I could understand. Yeah, I could go with that.
And it's even though he has no titles, he has no finals appearances, he's the most consistent player
out there. Yeah. Well, I'm consistent too. Consistently bad. So
consistent.
That's still, it's all consistency, man. It's all in what you do every day. So, but I'm working there. By the 2010 Q season and the 2030 W season, I'll be the reigning champion. Yes, indeed. You've heard it here, folks. You've heard it here first. So.
Oh wow. I'm going to announce this now because G-Lock wants me to announce it. G-Lock has now officially traded his 17th overall pick to Caden for Richard Zednick.
Did he really? He finally got rid of that 17. That's all I've seen. I bet I've seen the number 17 75 times today on Discord. So for Zednick, that's a good one. All right, well, question for you then. If you were me and you know how I play, all around, we've played several times, who would you take in the W? Bergeron? Would I take Bergeron, Stahl, or Burns?
If I were you, I would go with Burns.
See, that's what I keep trying to talk myself into Eric Stahl. I really do. Because Eric
Stahl is perfectly fine for the first
few years.
Seasons.
Yep, and then he drops off, and Burns gets
until he starts tailing off. Where Brett Burns is consistently fast, consistently agile. He's got a cannon of slap shot.
Yep.
His defense is always solid.
Yeah, and I know whoever's first. I know that exactly, and I know whoever's first is going to take Bergeron. They'd be crazy not to take Bergeron.
It really depends on who's picking first. If Will's picking first, which he is,
he may take
have to take
Fleury. Yeah. So then,
because he needs a goalie.
And then I would be just like, oh God, Bergeron and Burns. Because I'm just, number one, I'm a Burns fan. When he came to Carolina, yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh, this is so great. So I have been going back and forth, and there's so little in between all of them, like say for the first 6 or 7 seasons. Stahl's drop-off is dramatic. Is almost as dramatic as Burns keeps just on that upward trajectory. And
when he was originally drafted, he was a forward.
Yeah.
And then he converted to defense.
Yep.
So I'm saying it now in the league. If he was a forward and then he converts to defense, that means you have to drop a player to make room for him to move into the other position.
Yep. Exactly. So
there's not many players like that. There's not many of them that do it.
No, exactly. Well, and having being able to see him play every night for the last 2 years, now I realized I know why they paid him that kind of money in San Jose. Man, the guy is he's a treasure. So yeah, almost as much as.
If I were you, you have to focus on defense first.
Oh, I do.
You're trying to score. You have talent already. I don't even remember what your roster looks like. Who have I got? Robitaille and Gilmore as my forwards. No.
It's to the QW. That'll be, who will that be?
Come on, fucking thing never loads fast. You have.
That's bad that I don't even know.
You got
Shanahan. And Yashin. And Yashin's the big gun. I just try to set him up, so.
To be honest, Matty, if I were you, I would honestly go with Brett Burns, you on the line, because once Brian Berard drops off, Brett Burns starts taking off.
Exactly.
Match him with Andre Markov.
Yeah. And I know that, and I've got Luongo back there who's going to turn into a stellar goalie, who's going to help me tremendously. Yeah. He's going to help me tremendously. So, all right, that's good to get an expert's opinion on that, because I have been... Every day I'm just going back and forth, and I'm playing them, trying to play in my head kind of how are they going to work, and I realize...
The way I look at this, Matty, you got Shanahan for another 4 seasons.
Yep, but only...
Yashin drops off the face of the earth after this season.
Yep.
But you had Ovechkin.
Yep. So I just need somebody to feed him passes.
Burns.
Yep.
Then you got Burns and Markov.
Yeah.
And you got Luongo and net, your team's going to be star-studded.
Yeah. Well, if it turns out that... Because I just need somebody that's going to feed Ovechkin. Give me Ovi in his office and let him shoot. That's what I'm saying. I'm shooting for 20 shots a game for him. 20 shots a game. Right now, I can't even get 20 shots a game for the whole team. So, go figure. So, all right. Well, all right. I'm going to let you... In this section, I know we're kind of close on time, but we're both talkers, so this will probably run over a little. What's going on with you with everything going on with all the 95 community? You've been putting in a lot of work on the vintage, updating all the Q people, all the W people, and I know some people are kind of rough on you, shall we say. And,
Huh? You want to know why? And I figured this out. There's no games left for them to play. They have to bitch and moan about something.
Yeah. I've been sitting here with like 4 days, and I'm like, I wish I had a game I could schedule. So it's so bad that I'm back to playing out of the park baseball. Go figure. So, yeah, exactly. So, all right. This is where we're going to go into our guest interview, and this is going to be kind of old hat for a lot of y'all, but I've only talked to Ultra a couple of times face to face. I think one was that manager thing. So these are going to be little things that I just don't know about. Tell me a little about yourself. I know you work in the death business and you sell caskets and that kind of thing. Exactly. They made 6 Feet Under, a great series. I just hope you're a little more stable than those people were. So, yeah, tell us a little.
These leagues are going to put me into 6 Feet Under.
Well, I can understand that. Having tried to even look at some of the aspect of taking the real world statistics and putting them into that algorithm thing is just unreal. That's just unreal. So, but
well, about myself. We're gonna start. I work, like you said. I work for a casket company. I've been married for 11 years. Coming in May. No kids.
Really? Okay.
Rat of a dog. Who everybody knows is Sam.
Sam. Yeah. Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Sam. The hobbies is playing NHL 95 and doing databases. There's not really much else to say. We just moved into a house in July of last year.
Okay. All right.
So no more apartment. I don't have to worry about fucking kids running up and down the halls or people banging and fucking above us or below us. And so I get to do it myself now and let my wife scream as much as she wants.
There you go. And we all know that a happy life is because of a happy wife. We do know that. So if she can scream and be happy. Yeah, well, that's true. Mine, I'm always like happy wife, happy life, baby. That's the mantra I live by.
The funny thing that I always found out, and I found this out during, I think it was last year or the year before, Puss and Nips are married to twins.
Twins, exactly. Tell me about it. Yeah. Yeah.
If you ever get tired of one, you always have the other one, but you never can tell the difference.
Oh, boy.
It depends on how much each one of them bangs the pussy. You can tell the difference by the pussy, I guess.
Exactly. It feels a little tight tonight. I think this is the wrong one tonight. No, all in jest. Yeah. Oh, shit. All in jest, Nips and Puss. All in jest. All in jest. As you can see, for our Pittsburgh brethren, I'm wearing my vintage Mario Lemieux jersey that is so tight on my belly I can barely fucking breathe now.
If you want to watch a good Penguins movie, watch Gross Misconduct with Brian Spinner Spencer, where he got traded to the Penguins when they first were an expansion team.
Gross Misconduct. Is that the guy that his dad killed the people in the TV station? Okay, what was that one?
I don't remember, but I know Gross Misconduct is about Brian Spinner Spencer. And his dad used to grind them out in their homemade rink out in the yard.
Uh-huh.
And then he got drafted or signed with the Toronto Maple Leafs, which was his hometown heroes. And then he got traded to the Penguins when they were an expansion team. And it says Penguins. What is that? Like little tiny fucking bird.
Hey, I've got somebody yelling. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this on hold for just a second.
Sounds good.
Okay, be right back. Maybe. All right, sorry about that. A little scuff.
Apparently, Pat's bitching and moaning about my volume.
Nah, mine was all about dinner time. All about dinner. I don't know what they're wanting. It's 8:30 and they've not eaten dinner and they're worried. Come on now. So.
Just throw out the sausage on the table.
That's exactly right. As I say, you want it cooked, cook it yourself. And Caden, I love Lemieux. Being I grew up in West Virginia, that was kind of our home hockey team. Lemieux and Yager were the best, but I'm with you now. Boo Penguins. Boo Penguins. But a little more volume would be nice.
How's my volume?
Let me turn you up a little bit.
Yeah, Pat's bitching and moaning.
Yep. This is as much as I can get you. So we've
How about now, Pat?
Since he was a Flower for a hot minute.
He was a Panthers for a hot minute.
Exactly. And his
Ranger for a hot minute.
And Flame for a hot minute, and a lot of them out there.
He didn't play with the Bruins. He didn't play with the Ducks. He would play with the Devils, I think.
He did play with the Devils, yeah. And he's still playing. Still doing it. Yeah.
52?
Yeah. That makes me feel bad. He's out skating, and I'm just 57, and I can't get up off the fucking couch. So, but exactly. If he only had the mullet, he might be a god. I might have him on a statue somewhere. So,
I think he already is, and if he does go into the Hall of Fame, they better put that mullet.
They better put the mullet. Amen. I remember that Hockey News cover where him and Lemieux were on the front, and he had that beautiful flowing mullet just coming down over his shoulders, and I was like, who is that little stuck-up little conservative beside him, man? He's like, I was like, oh my gosh, holy cow. So,
you know what the funny thing is with Jagger is that he's got those Jerry Lock curls. He should join Troy Pomalalu and do the head and shoulders instead of Patrick Mahomes.
It's the microbes. It's the microbes on the skin. It's the microbes. So, I've always thought with that he should do a Jerry curl commercial. Or he could be in sexual chocolate. Coming to America. There you go. What was the guy's name? Randy. He was Randy. Yeah. Okay, we're way off base here now, but that's what this is for. It's for fun. Anyway. All right. Question. When did you start playing 95? Was it in 94 when you first started playing?
Yeah. Me and my brother used to play in the basement for hours. We actually played, I think, 11 82 full game seasons.
Did you really?
Yeah, we would create ourselves, and we would try to see who could win the cup and also win the scoring title. And then I stopped playing in 97 or 98.
Wow. And that was a great.
We played 95 all the way up to 98.
And that was the great thing about 95, because we'd never seen a season before where you could save it and all that. And that was just. And 96, I liked 96, but it was too damn fast. It was so fast.
It was the players were too narrow.
Yeah, they were almost kind of like how I draw stick figures. Their sticks were 97.
Even the slap shots will look weird. The goalies fell. The dynamics on it. And the mechanics were just off.
And 97, it got even worse. 98 was absolutely the worst.
It was shit all the way around.
Yeah.
I honestly think that, 96, they were trying to do the season mode a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah.
They took away from the players' fundamentals. But the great thing is with my mods now is that I can do any season with 95, and I try to replicate the schedule as well.
Yeah. Well, the 95 you still had, because that was kind of the big. I mean, there was so much there. The practice and you could go in and do so much with it, and they still look like people instead of little stick figures. So.
Well, that's the thing about 95, the dynamics, and Pat's asking the sprites, that's what they're called,
the
sprites. And I'm going in and seeing if I can tweak them a little bit. I'm also changing the celebrations.
Uh-huh.
To make it look a little bit more like... There's actually the Jagger salute in the sprites. So I'm trying to change up some of the sprites, move them around so we can see different sprites celebrations.
We need somebody doing...
The Gold Lord's next.
We need to do somebody on doing push-ups.
Probably can.
Probably could. That would. I would like to have that as my goal celebration for my one goal a game that I score. So, well, who is your favorite NHL team? I'm assuming you're a hockey fan, so we lost you. How did we lose Magnus? Holy cow. Let me see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try and connect with him again and see what's going on. See if I can get him to reconnect here. Anyway, I was going to ask him who his favorite NHL team was, and I'm going to assume it's probably the Toronto Maple Leafs. Being he's so close to Toronto, but who knows? Maybe he's a Habs fan. I don't know. So let's see what's going on here. We've lost him. Oh, that will suck. You know why that will suck? Because I had the greatest chirp in the chair lined up. All right, for all you Canadian folks, look at who I'm wearing today. It's the Bluefield Blue Jays, the rookie league affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays before they went all summer league on us. So, and I don't understand why that's not doing that. Let me see if I can. You there? There we are. You're back.
Yeah, I love the Habs.
You're the Habs, man. Okay, I was going to say.
I grew up in Montreal.
Oh, did you really? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the right trajectory with Martin St. Louis, the all-time greatest Lightning player. So even though
all-time greatest undrafted free agent.
Exactly. So, all right, what's your favorite sport? Football, Canadian American, or soccer?
No, I don't like kicking around a ball.
Yeah, okay, good.
Play 97 minutes to get one shot on goal.
Exactly, and run 77 miles.
So
stupid.
I played university football. I had CFL tryouts, but I blew my knee out.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, because I broke my right femur, playing football in 7th grade. When 7th grade played with the junior high teams, the 9th graders, and now in the state of West Virginia they play by themselves because of me. So
yeah, I played football up until about 5 or 6 years ago. I played flag football. I used to play wide receiver. And then when I blew my knee out after the whole professional tryouts and stuff, I started playing flag football and I played quarterback because I could throw 75 yards.
Really? That's very cool. Very cool.
With equipment, I probably throw about 15.
See, I was a college baseball player, but only because I was too white and too short to play college basketball.
I played center field when I played baseball.
Yeah, so what other hobby? Do you have any other hobbies outside of 95 now? Do you fly drones or, anything like that? Or so database is in 95.
I don't have many hobbies. I love modding games. I have a lot of requests in the 94 community, people asking me, how do you update? NFL Primetime was my biggest project I ever took on. It was a 10-year project.
10 years?
10 years.
Holy shit!
But I didn't know how to hack a game at that time, and I was doing all this stuff. And then I did the most recent one. It was in 22-23 season, and I updated the logos. I updated the player cards, all the players, the player stats, the ratings. But I loved NFL Primetime.
Wow.
So I hacked that game, but I love hacking games. Other than that, my hobbies are me and my wife do activities. We go out and we do what would it be? Zip lining. We do the top where you do obstacle courses. We take our walks with our dogs, and Nips and Cliss would say, Tequila Tom.
There you go. And you've got the cool. Now I'm assuming this house is the one that's got the great palm trees on the wall somewhere. Or is that the apartment?
Those have officially been taken down today.
Oh no, man! That is a national treasure. A national treasure.
I'm the national treasure, not a wall.
Oh, not the wall. Okay, I stand corrected. All right. Well, here we go. We're going into the chirping the chair section, and this is where I'm going to just rapid fire hit you with questions. Normally, I only ask the guest 5, but for you, I've got 8. Because I can't wait to hear the fucking answers, man. This is just gonna be awesome. So everybody, hit your record button right now. Caden, you're a Habs fan too. Shit. As a start,
we'll talk Habs when I come down next week.
There you go. All right. So next year at High, I'm gonna bring everybody Carolina jersey shit, and you're all gonna get to wear Carolina shit the whole time. So,
I like the Hurricanes. They used to be the Hartford Whalers.
Amen. And I've still got 2 vintage Hartford Whaler uniforms. I've got a.
Do you have the gray with the blue and the green?
No, I've got the original green in a Ron Francis, and I've got a Pat Verbeek blue. You'll eventually see them. I change for each episode. So, They'll make and I love the green. The green is just, man, every time I go anywhere in the green, people are just like, dude, where did you get that? So.
You know what the funny thing is? The Carolina Hurricanes, when they brought it back for a short period of time, everybody was like, just wear this for now on. Forget the Hurricanes. Bring back the Hartford Whalers.
Bring back the Whalers. Well, and when they first moved from Hartford down here, they played in Greensboro for the first 3 seasons, which the Greensboro Civic Center is like 6 minutes from my house.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Now, I didn't live here then, but I did come down for several games. But, yeah, I wish they were still here because now Raleigh's like a whopping 70 minutes, so I have to really drive to get over there. So
70 minutes? I drive that every day to go to work.
Oh, no, I walk like 17 feet from my bedroom to the office, and that's it. So, yeah. And I've actually gone weeks where I just wear the same pajamas all week. So
you could just build a slide from the bedroom to the basement.
Exactly. See, that would be fun too. I could probably even write that off as a business expense. So
if you really wanted to and you were drunk, you could piss down the slide and would slide.
Well, that would actually serve 2 purposes. I wouldn't even have to go to the bathroom to begin with. I could just slide down the slide.
Then you could just throw your laundry into the wash.
Oh, shit. All right. Chirp in the chair. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes.
Have you ever seen an alien?
No.
All right.
Unless an alien is a ghost, then yes.
Okay. When did you see your ghost?
I see them all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. See, Patty and I, my wife and I, are both nurses by trade, and we worked on a floor where a nurse took her own life, and we used to see her. There was murmurings that people saw the ghost. Patty saw her, and she was like, "It's not scary or anything. You just see him."
I go to funeral homes. I see them all the time.
That's kind of cool. So I did see an alien, and when I was 9 years old, honest to God. And
were you getting anal probing?
No anal probing, but they weren't scary. I didn't.
Or was it Blair that you saw?
It might have been Blair the witch. I mean the vampire. Yes. No. Yeah. I live beside. This is plus content. Yes, you're not getting this anywhere else on the internet.
You would have to pay elsewhere.
That's right. Exactly. I grew up next to a church that had a massive cemetery, and we used to play in the cemetery all the time. So for me, it was no big deal. I thought everybody played in the cemetery. What better place to play hide and seek than the cemetery? That's awesome. Yeah. And there were those too. But yeah, I was outside shooting basketball beside the house, and I looked, and on one side of the church was this alien. He didn't look, he wasn't scary, wasn't, anything like that. But he did have big eyes. But other than that, he just was kind of gray.
He wanted your ball.
He did. He wanted the bull.
He wanted the
bull. And then literally I turned because he left, and then in like a millisecond he was at the other side of the church at the front up on the road, which is about 170 feet. And all I did was go back in and I told my mom, I said, I saw an alien, wrote about it in my journal and everything. Just,
you know what the fucked up thing is, Maddie? We haven't seen aliens since. You might be the reason why.
Yeah, exactly. They were astounded by my 1970s attire is what they were astounded by in West Virginia.
What the fuck are these people wearing?
What the hell, man? We ain't getting into this. It ain't even worth the anal probe.
We sent the scout crew out and they're like, wow, we saw this and we're not coming back.
Exactly. All right, here's the real question. Is the hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay. See, my wife and I discussed this for like 25 minutes. I'm not sure it is.
So, a lot of people say this. A sandwich is 2 pieces of bread.
Right.
If your bun breaks in half,
yeah,
it's 2 pieces of bread.
It is.
You put meat, you put condiments, you can put cheese, you can put whatever you want. Most of the times it's horizontal, but
You can, yeah, exactly. See, that was mine. I said, you eat it sideways, so is it really?
Under the sandwich umbrella, it is. But I would say it's under the condiments umbrella.
All right, there you go.
Anything you put condiments on with bread, it's considered somewhat of a sandwich.
Sandwich, all right.
A bagel is considered a sandwich if you put a belt.
Well, all right, there you go. Why not a hot dog?
A hoagie is a sandwich.
A hoagie is a sandwich. A hoagie is a sandwich.
See, this way. What if you cut the hot dog in half and lay it flat inside a piece of bread? Is that still a hot dog, or is that actually a sandwich?
But if you put it in a microwave, it will curl up like a hamburger, and you can put it on a hamburger bun.
Is a hamburger a sandwich too? Because it's got meat and it's got condiments and it's got 2 buns.
See, we ask the pertinent questions on Digital Chiclets, ladies and gentlemen. The pertinent questions. Pertinent.
You don't have to knock out a chiclet or 2 to find out.
Exactly. You don't have to stay up and watch Mythbusters and all that bullshit. So, all right. What do you hope will be obsolete in 20 years?
Twitter, Instagram.
Social media?
YouTube. I want YouTube gone. All these fucking people that I'm a social network influencer. Go fucking
influencer. Yeah, get a real job. Get a real job.
Influence positive growth.
Yeah.
You don't have it. You're a fucking babbling moron talking about your I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't either.
I'm gonna be a great YouTube sensation. Go suck a dick. Nobody is.
My kids think it's great because I take the streams from Twitch and put them on my Digital Chiclets YouTube, and they're like, "You're a YouTuber." I'm like, "I'm just a guy that talks shit. That's it." So.
You know how many subscribers I have? 52.
52. I'm up to 31 now in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks. So I've actually got people that I don't even know who they are. So that's a good thing. So
unless you're Dink and you have Cher as your intro song, you'll get 2,500 views.
All right. Now, it's interesting that you would say that. As everybody knows, about 3 weeks ago now, we went in and recorded a song for an author who was doing a children's book, and we did a song for her. We are now putting together Digital Chiclets intro music. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a theme song, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it ain't going to be no...
animation, you have a guy standing there, and he gets punched in the face and the tooth falls out.
See, if I could do that, I would do that. I'll holler at you.
So, backtracking a bit, people said that what other hobbies... You asked me what hobbies I have. I write books.
Do you really?
I have 4 published books.
Do you? I was published in college. I wrote and I don't know how long it was, but it was published in the Brine, I think it was called Grapevine, and it was about being a tile on a McDonald's, and people just dropping shit on you all day. Go figure. So
I have a kids book called Split. It's about a banana.
Okay.
I have a sports one called Rising Legacy. It's on football. Then I have another one that's a poetry book called Living Life Within. And then I have another one called Between It All, which is a suspense romance kind of thing.
Ooh, okay. Between It All. All right, I've written them down. I'm going to go look for you. Are they published by Ultramagnus?
I'll just send you the PDFs.
All right, are they published by Ultramagnus or by your real name? Because you're Tom. You're Tom, right?
Yeah.
All right, because see, I'm trying to put real names with people because people go back and forth, and for us that are...
I can list everybody in the league their real name.
All right, who is Caden? Is he Michael?
Michael Mincer.
All right, that was my big one.
Segathon is
Nick.
Nick Salvo.
See, I'm calling Nick Mullet Man. He is now Mullet Man. Yeah.
That's Nick. Blair is Richfield. Well, actually, I'll go with the Autobahn is Blair.
No.
Dink is Eric Cole.
Autobahn's Brandon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're bad. Eric Cole is Dingleberg. Salvo, I think Salvo's last name is Salvo.
Oh, really? What's his first name?
Sutton is Jason.
Jason Luke, yeah.
Red is Ryan.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, I got to write that down.
I think it's Ryan. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Ryan is Orange County.
Oh, so he's Yoda.
Yoda's Ryan. Blair is Richfield. Judd is Minnesota.
Yeah.
Techno John is John. Wolf is Ed. Klein is.
So Ed is really his name. I thought maybe Nips was just using that as a nickname. So that's really his name. Okay.
Nips is Dave.
Yeah, Dave and Jamie.
Jamie is Puss. LHX is Mark.
See, that's the one. LHX is Mark.
Nate is Type A. Sean is John Bell.
Yeah.
Colin is Colin. Moses is.
Moses.
I forget Moses. I guess so. I'm trying to go through who else. Klein is Mike.
Yeah.
G-Lock is Patrick.
See, and Paul, exactly, because I had no idea, because I'm trying to put these all into where I know people's real name when they go back and forth. And I just remember G's because it was Paul, like Paul Fraley.
Peter.
Who is?
Peter.
Who is?
G-Lock.
No, it's Paul.
No, it's Peter.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you 100? Gee, I see you on here because he's saying announce it. You got to announce the trade again.
Peter, right?
I'm Paul. I'm Paul. All right. Yeah, because it was like Paul Ace Frehley from the great band Kiss. Yeah, there we go.
Who else is there?
Jimmy is Pink.
Jimmy Pink Elephants.
Yeah. G-Lock, you are now Peter. Yeah, exactly. He's in Orlando enjoying Voodoo Ranger, so this is a good time for him. So, all right, you got to announce the trade again between.
Allen and G-Lock trades. Pick number 17 of the 2003-2004 draft.
Breaking news.
The Hawthwampas for Richard Vadnet.
Exactly. Did you think my name was Pretoria? Yeah, we thought you lived. We thought you lived in South Africa. Yes, in the Pretoria in South Africa. Yeah.
So. His name is Peter.
Yeah, exactly. It's Paul Peter. Paul Peter. Yeah, exactly. All right. Ultra, one item you cannot live without, that if it went out of your life today, you would cease to exist. The beard?
No, my beard I could shave it any time. This is like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't grow one like that in 6 years.
What could I go with?
If the wife is at the door, you better say her.
I honestly say my wife.
Excellent call. There you go.
If it was my wife, then it was basically my phone from there. If not, it would be my laptop or my phone, one or the other.
See, I would like to go in 20 years and have all cell phones be obsolete.
Well, with VR, fucking the way it is now with the Apple VR.
Yeah, and that's Zach. He's the VR guy. All right, who's your favorite band?
It's not the best trade. Fuck you and your trade. My trade to fucking Sputton was a fucking gaslighter I put on him.
I think the best trade is when I got Alexi Yashin from Blair for like whatever I gave up.
A bag of bucks.
Yeah, because I just love Alexi Yashin. So, all right, who's your favorite band?
Favorite band?
Yeah.
Skinner.
Really? Boy, you don't strike me as a Skinner fan.
Tuesday's Gone.
Give me another one.
Can't think of it right now.
Ballad of Curtis Lowe. Ballad of Curtis Lowe, best song they ever did.
If I really had to say, I like Pink Floyd, Zeppelin. I grew up with parents that were hippies.
Excellent. You are my man. Yes.
There's that CCR, Richie Havens.
Ooh, Richie Havens. All right.
I saw him live.
All right.
And we actually took photos with him afterwards. He was in the small. I think when he was 70. He did Along the Watchtower. He did like all the nice old ones that he did.
See, my oldest son, who's also a musician, so that means he's probably going to be destitute his whole life because he just wants to play music.
I play the skin flute.
The skin flute? Well, I pump my skin flute. So, but yeah, he's a Pink Floyd fanatic. And he's not even discovered drugs yet. So, hey, yeah, go figure. When that happens, he's liable to get, he even likes the Syd Barrett shit. Go figure. So, all right, who is the band that you hate the most?
There's so many.
Gotta
burn them all.
give me one. Give me 3. Give me 8.
Fuck any of those boy bands, they can fucking burn in hell.
NSYNC.
If you can't do it alone, you can't do it at all.
Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli's not bad.
If it was really Milli Vanilli, but it was Billy Manilli.
Not bad. NSYNC's not bad. So those Backstreet Boys, they're not bad. It's all the newer ones. Anything from like 2000 on are all shit.
I don't, outside of like Godsmack, I don't think that I even listened to a band that was formed since the 2000 at all.
There's some new music I hear. I like the melodies. Some of the songs are really good. I like when people have done remakes. One of the most recent ones I actually like a lot. It was a remake of Zombie by the Cranberries.
The Cranberries, great song.
And it was called, let me see.
Zombie Drowned?
No, it's, shit, come on, get in there. Where is it? No, none of this is what I want. It would help if I actually put my music, not Spotify. Bad Wolves.
Bad Wolves. I'll have to look that up.
It's really well done. Really well.
I'll have to. Because usually the people say they're talking about the Disturbed and the Sound of Silence, and I didn't even like it when.
It's like movies now. Everybody's remaking everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking idea.
Eventually, Gilligan's gonna have a remake, and go figure.
We're already having it in China.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this is the killer one. This is the one I want to hear. If you had to wear a prom dress, what would it look like?
V-neck.
All right.
Princess gown. I need to have a fucking nice bedazzle everywhere.
All right.
And I want a hole in my crotch so I can have my junk sticking out.
There you go. There you go. Because if you're going on prom, you're looking to get fucking laid, man. Right?
Put it this way. You can make a mess everywhere you want, but just make sure it's focused in the middle.
Exactly. There you go. See, I didn't even get to go to my proms. My high school band played our prom. So I didn't get to go to a prom.
I played finger bang on prom.
There you go. Well, I might have. I don't even remember. That's long ago. All right. Here's the last one for chirping the chair here. So, who's going to win at HAI this year?
Division wants to see my cleavage. Which cleavage? The ass cleavage?
Gee, like you wearing a Pens jersey after night? No, I will not. Here's why. Because if I stand up, look how tight it is on my fucking belly. And my titties stick out too. So, it's not good.
What the fuck, man? Go look at OnlyFans if you don't like this.
There you go. Yeah. No, next week, who knows? I was speaking figuratively.
High is going to let you say this is inexcusable. Inexcusable at high.
Yeah. See, that's. Yeah. See, I'm telling you, I'm going with our Pittsburgh boys. I'm telling you. Yep. I'm not sure that I can rely on Puss to say not totally fucking high beyond belief.
To be honest, this is what I'm going to say. And it's going to be a wild... Okay, I'm going to say who I think is going to win, then there's the wild card.
Okay.
The person who's going to win is likely going to be Klein.
Yeah.
I don't know why, for some reason, I think he's been stymied the last few seasons that he's been playing in it. And he comes close. The wild card's going to be Stegathon. If he's not blacked out, I think that Stegathon might get a run on it.
So, all right, Klein, if you're listening, and even if you're not, hopefully you're listening in the replay.
It's going to get a touch. It's going to get a touch.
Oh, yeah. If Nick goes to sleep, I need to see another mullet. That's the key. Mullet.
I'll put my beard on his face, and then it look like he's got a mullet.
Exactly. And I'm hoping that all of High is going to be televised, so I can see the whole thing. Probably won't be, but I need to see somebody get teabagged. That's the key.
Put it this way: Mixer is pretty good at updating everything.
So, because next year I'm gonna live stream the whole thing. It's gonna be a whole 24 hours of digital chiclets from Highland Avenue. I'm telling you.
Okay, put it this way. I tried to do it on the road with Sutton last year. I had to spend 9 hours with that cocksucker in the car. he ripped some of them. That fucking... And the thing is, he doesn't say anything. He just sits there and barks and just kind of looks like...
was he wearing the Larry Johnson jersey? Was he wearing the Larry... Did he take the Larry Johnson jersey? Because I'm going to steal it from him.
I think he wore it at night, but when he farted, I did not appreciate it.
All right, well...
I said, if you're going to do it, tell me so that I can be prepared. I don't want to, like, I'm breathing or I'm taking a bite of something and I just...
Oh, God.
Yeah, basically like a girl deep throating.
Oh, God, that's too funny. Green deep throat. Green deep throat.
Oh, man, I swear, if he had done it one more time, I would have bagged him right there in the car.
Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Well, Ultra, we have gone over just a little bit. Normally, I like to keep these about 30 minutes. Maybe this is going to turn into an hour kind of thing because this is just too fucking fun, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on. This has just been incredible. The fact, and I want to thank you personally for all the work you do to keep all of us in games and playing in as many things as we can play with 95 and not have to go over to the 94 world and schlup. So,
I'm going to say this once and for all. Nips, if you're playing 94, you will be banned from 95.
Ooh.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I actually go on the 94 server to get tech help sometimes because I switched to this BitDo thing, and it wouldn't let anybody on my host control their player.
I can't even join a host.
Oh, well, mine's back to working now. So now who is unholy? What's his name? Pat? Cheers, brother. Thanks for joining in with us tonight.
Pat, you'll get to see this face next week.
That's right, exactly. And I better see all these faces. And before y'all get too fucking falling down drunk, you got to introduce yourself to the camera so I'll know faces and names. So, next week, our next guest is going to be Caden, and he is going to be on the 21st. And we're going to reevaluate the high experience. Yes, we are. So it was when I thought I was going to be much more enjoyable, because we could tell stories for hours. But anyway, so yes, join us on the 21st for Caden. He's going to be our next guest. Want to thank G and Salvo for all the encouragement to do all this. G, enjoy yourself down in Orlando. And Voodoo Ranger, baby. Voodoo Ranger. Ultra, again, we want to thank you for creating the greatest community on the internet. And I'm in several: baseball, hockey. This is great guys. Incredible guys. So thank you for that. Wolf and Klein, thank you for the inspiration to make me think that I could actually do this kind of bullshit. And, that's kind of cool, man. I kind of like it. So,
a closing note on my end, it's just when I started this, I never thought that we would get to this level.
Well,
I never thought that we would have 2 podcasts, 3 podcasts, 4 podcasts, whatever they may be. I never thought I would be in my furnace room with 2 fucking whiteboards that have everything on it.
Exactly.
So there's our yearly calendar there. There's all my modding stuff.
There we go. See, and it has turned in to, and it's, I don't know if it's a shame or what, but I consider this community probably to be among my closest friends in the world. I really do, and I don't know any of y'all truly. So this is it is the guys in this community are the best, and I truly appreciate all of you. So
you're cut from a different sleeve when you join this community. So
you are, and if you're not cut from a different sleeve, once you join, you will certainly become cut from a different sleeve.
So I'll end on a joke.
Give it to us.
What do you call all the leftover skins from a rabbi after circumcisions?
Nips.
What does he do? What does he do with them all?
Eat them.
He sews them together to make a wallet. When he rubs it, it turns into a suitcase.
Shit. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. And yes, Caden, I am already on the saving trail for HAI 25. HAI 25. I will be there. If I have to walk and sleep in Klein's couch, I will be there. Yeah. Well, I'll always be able to ride with Jimmy. So, hey, he's only a couple hours up the road from me. So, all right, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great one. Ultra, thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you all on the 21st, people. See ya.